apologize in advance for any road noise that you might hear. Yes, I'm working on getting a new earpiece for the car, so that way when I do my car chats, you will not hear quite so much in the background. Wanted to talk through a couple of things that you need to keep in mind if you are buying a home or if you are selling a home as I head back to my office. So if you are looking at selling your home, something to ask the agents that you are interviewing to list your house is, are you going to meet the appraiser when it comes time for an appraisal? I'm going to get some flack from some of you real estate agents about this. Some agents are on the side that yes, you should meet the appraiser every time that you can, and others are, no, you don't need to meet the appraiser because they're not going to take your information anyway. The other side, I'm sorry, I think you're wrong. So I met the appraiser at a home that I've got listed today, and his exact words when I handed him the information that I did were, hey, thank you for doing this. So when you're interviewing sellers, when you're interviewing listing agents, they need to say that yes, they're going to meet the appraiser as often as they can. What we can do to help with the appraisal is we can make sure that we have printed a list of the updates that you have done to your home in the order of the dates that those updates were done. That gives the appraiser a clear view of everything that's been done, so that as much of it as they can, they're going to give you value for. And then we also print off 3 to 4 quality comparable sales so that it's right there at the appraiser's fingertips. Good appraisers are going to do their digging anyway. And if we can give them a little bit of a leg up and save them a little bit of a time, don't you think that that is going to leave them with a good taste in their mouth, which is potentially going to help them to be able to give us the value that we deserve? So, ask that, okay? All right, different track. If you are thinking about buying a house, you need to ask your buyer's agent what they're going to do for you after closing. Something that I have done for a couple of clients now is they have either looked at getting their home valued again by an appraiser after a couple of years, so that if the value has increased enough, they can show that they've paid 20 to 25% of the home's value already and get any monthly mortgage insurance taken off. It's called PMI. And I had a client reach out to me last night to say, hey, would you take a look at the numbers on our house, and we're going to decide if we're going to pay the bank $120 to send an appraiser out so that we can get the house revalued and maybe show that we've already paid down 25% of the home's value. Well, sure enough, I looked at the numbers this morning and I sent them a market analysis, and I was able to say, yep, I know the updates that you guys have done. They're a client turned friend, and so I've been over to the house a couple of times. They've done some beautiful updating to it. And I was like, yeah, with the updates you guys have done and with several homes that have sold nearby in the last year, absolutely, you guys have, I don't think an appraiser is going to have any trouble giving you guys the valuation your lender needs to show that you've paid 25% of that, get that monthly mortgage insurance taken off. And the cost of having the appraiser go out is going to be paid off by December. Isn't that awesome? By having that monthly mortgage insurance taken off of there. Also, during this time frame, if you were thinking about buying but you're like, oh man, 6% compared to 3% sucks. Looking at it that way, yeah, it does. But looking at it in the grand scheme of the history of real estate, guys, there was a time where, people thought that 16, 15% interest was good. So 6% ain't that bad. And if it makes sense for you and your family, you have looked at your finances, you're going to be able to pay for all the things each month. Owning your house is going to be cheaper than renting over time. Absolutely. It's going to save you money and you build equity into it. So, if you're looking at interest rates and you're going, oh, I don't like them, think about this. You are marrying the house, and you are marrying the potential to build equity that you can eventually cash out if and when you sell or rent your home. And you are dating the interest rate. You can refinance over time. You can get an appraisal done on your home if the value increases drastically to show that you don't need PMI anymore if you get a loan that has PMI. So your buyer's agent that you are hopefully interviewing several buyer's agents 360 Realty. We are a branch of Dillard Sage Real Estate, and I will talk to you all later.